disappointing is this loss, especially after your team had the run of play for most of the second half?
I think we had it for most of the first half as well. Well, it's very disappointing, obviously, but I think when it was 11 v 11, we were by far the stronger team. Everything was going according to plan, and when we lost when Chivas lost the man, it kind of put them into a shell, and they got numbers behind the ball, and they defended very well, and it made it very hard for us to break them down. And you're always vulnerable on a mistake or a random counter attack, and it kind of made it harder for us. I think if it was 11 v 11 and the game continued in the fashion it was in the first 15-20 minutes, it would have been, I think, a lot easier, because they would have probably committed more guys forward and would have had space to attack and do. But they got numbers behind the ball, and they made it very difficult for us.
You were disappointed with the team's performance after Kansas City. How would you evaluate it now?
Well, it's obviously a completely different game. It's, I feel for them. I think if we'd gotten one, if we got that one in the first half, obviously that was a golden chance. It would have been, 2 or 3. It would have been quite comfortable. But we could never get that first goal, and the guys' effort, and they tried their hardest. You always, when you're down to, when a team's down to 10 men, there's always that chance that you can get caught on a counter or a bad mistake, and we've overcommitted, and we got caught with a sucker punch, I've seen many games like this, and been on the end of them and been on the other end of them, so it's something that we're obviously very disappointed about.
What has been the key to the team's offensive problems in the last 4 or 5 matches, beyond the obvious of not scoring goals? Is it a matter of getting the final pass, or reading things on the field, or what exactly?
Well, I don't think it has been too bad in a few things. Again, as I said, it's tough when a team just sits that many people behind the ball, and you have to try and break them down. The guys played on Saturday, and then we got the Canadian guys back, but they had played on Sunday. It was a game that, if we'd got one, which we're the only team that we look like doing, if we got that one, we would have gone on and probably won the game really easy. But as I said, you can get these games are sucker punches, and obviously everybody's hurting.
Thank you very much.
Very short turnaround now going to Saturday's match against New York. How do you prepare for that? You're losing an entire day flying back to Toronto on Thursday.
Yeah, obviously it's a quick turnaround, but again, I think the guys are looking forward to the game. I think they want to get back onto the field as quick as possible. So as we are. So we'll get back to Toronto and we'll get everybody recovered, and we're looking forward to a good game against New York.